Are we having fun? Do you see how much energy people who go vegetarian and eat their fruits and vegetables have? This woman runs 75 miles a week. You look at a racehorse and go around the animal, see what the animal eats. A racehorse is very strong, very powerful, very muscular, very fast, and it eats grass and grain. All right, we're back outside. These guys are just paying their check. Tell us a little bit about the meal you had, and I could see you've got some to-go bags here. How did you enjoy it?
Oh, it was very good. I enjoyed the restaurant very much. I come in all the way from Victorville.
Wow, that's a long way.
Yeah, just to eat here.
What brought you from Victorville? That's quite a drive.
The food.
And when did you become vegan?
Like 2 years ago.
And you look great. Why did you decide to do that?
Compassion for animals. That's it.
Wow. Would you see something or read an article or see a movie or something?
All of them.
Woo! Look at this little beautiful baby. Is she adorable? Now, you know what's really interesting is that when people get into a healthy diet, that also helps their children, because then they can teach their little children about health and they can make smarter choices when the kids go to school. Instead of letting them eat the junk food diet, they probably pack a lunch that has carrots and has some veggies and maybe some hummus and some other good stuff so that she can grow up strong and healthy and doesn't suffer from obesity and doesn't suffer from heart disease or diabetes. You know, so many young kids are getting type 2 diabetes today because of their diet that's so loaded in sugar and fat. You know, it's a little tough being a parent. I know my nephew has a vegan daughter who has never tasted meat, and she's totally healthy, totally smart, top in her class, gorgeous. But she gets a little flack sometimes from the other kids. But you know what she says? She says to them, I'm going to pick you as my vegetarian friend today, and I'm going to share my vegetarian meal with you. You know, she's selecting the other kid who's going to be able to be lucky enough to participate. So it's all up here, you know, and some parents are scared of their kids going vegetarian, when in fact they should be scared of their kids getting heart disease, getting all these problems that are associated with the bad diet now. What are your thoughts on that as a mom of this beautiful and absolutely gorgeous child?
Well, actually, we just do it to teach her to respect animals. Just teach her compassion for animals. That's all we do. Actually.
Wonderful. And is your husband on board with this too?
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time. Mucho gusto and fantastico. Okay, thank you so much. Hi guys, how are you? Good. You're eating this delicious, fabulous food. How are you enjoying it, and what brought you here?
I'm enjoying it. It's great so far, and I've been coming here for like 2 years now.
What makes you eat healthy?
Just a few years ago, I decided to change my eating habits. And the cuisine here really fits into specifically what it is that I prefer to eat. So.
And why did you decide to go vegetarian?
There's just so many reasons. Obviously, the health reason is one of the aspects. The other is just the food industry as a whole. There's just certain practices that I don't necessarily agree with, so I decided to switch over to vegetarianism.
Now, how old are you?
24.
What do you tell your friends, the ones who are still eating unhealthy?
It's an individual choice, but I'd encourage them to reconsider and switch for the better.
Have any of your friends sort of looked at you and the changes you've made and said, "Huh, he's got something here. I'm gonna do what he's doing"?
Actually, I looked at my sister and saw what she was doing. She's the one that switched first for the most part, and I followed in her footsteps. And I mean, like at home now, whereas before we would eat meat all the time, my mom and my dad eat tofu now. We have, alternatives now at home. So yeah, it makes an impact.
That's amazing. So this family is really an example of what should be happening around America as people learn that really what's happening with factory farming and the antibiotics and the pesticides, and it's just not good for you. Okay, sis, you're the catalyst here. Tell us how you got your enlightenment. When did it click for you?
Well, actually, I was researching for a paper in high school when I was in high school. And I was reading a book by Upton Sinclair called The Jungle, which just explored a lot of things going on in the meat factories in the early 1900s. And so my project was to analyze the current meat industries, which so many things that I found out made me really consider what I was eating.
The cruelty?
The cruelty also, and just the fact that a lot of it is just, it's not exactly healthy for us. Just a lot of things inside that people aren't sure of what's going on.
And then your brother jumped in, and your mom is even starting to get it.
Definitely. Hope so.
Listen, I'll let you get back to what you're doing. Enjoy. And Mom, okay, Mom, when are you going vegetarian?
When?
Yes.
Now?
Right now. Hey, there we go. Right now. You heard it here. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. So there you go, all the stories of all the people who have come here to this restaurant to enjoy healthy food, to have a fabulous time, and to celebrate the fact that they can enjoy their life without any other creature being hurt. This is something to celebrate. I invite you to join us in our journey to good health and kindness.
Wow, it sure does sound like a great restaurant with lots of good food. If you ever find yourself in the Los Angeles area and don't know where to go for great vegetarian and vegan food, come and check out One World Vegetarian Cuisine. For now, we bid you farewell and thank you for your warm company on today's episode of Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living. We invite you to join us again tomorrow to learn how to make a healthy and refreshing Middle Eastern dish, a tofu fattoush. Please stay tuned for Between Master and Disciples coming up next on Supreme Master Television.